Brothers, sisters, families, friends. I know it's been a while, but I've been busy trying to make it happen, trying to see myself in a better position in life, taking advantage of freedom and all that it has to offer, going forward, going up, doing what I have to do so that I can do what I want to do. All right. Got a little something I pulled out the hat, a little throwback poetry, spoken word. It's called On the Same Page. Being on the same page doesn't necessarily mean comprehending the same thing, nor seeing what the other sees or believing in equal context and identical syntax of creed. It is, above all things, agreeing to disagree while being united in soul, dug deep in the trench of some common goal, however monolithic or minute, however partial or whole. So when we both see him as an enemy, then it is there that we are on the same page. Though we may disagree on how he ought to die, how the beast ought to be slain, because the methods are diversified, complex in one aspect, and then simple as a straight line. One may want to get close and confront in hand to hand combat, while the other, from long range through the scope, would rather split the cap. Fighters and snipers, projectiles of every velocity and style, gathered intelligence and hands on experience, detonators and infiltrators, full metal jackets and guerrilla militia tactics. However, we exact it, by which I mean the vengeance, if we are of the same resistance, then we are also on the same page. We are both standing on the same side of the scratch line. Now, perhaps in another day and time, we might find ourselves on opposite sides, waging war on different fronts, seeking to possess another prize. So if you get to me first, then take pride in the knowledge that you survived. And if I die with my eyes open, tilt my head towards the sky. For old time's sake, before the change, when you and I were still on the same page. If you remember that I am a soldier of some sort, that cowardice and I can hardly coexist, this memory in itself is prime evidence that though we may have ended as enemies in some way, we are still on the same page. But don't mistake me as some fatalistic fool, as if I expect to bite the bullet before you, because we both know the warrior's rule. Kill him first. So for what it is worth, whether friend for the moment or foe in the latter days, if we are both willing to fight for what we hold true, then we are both on the same page. If you live by the sword, you die by the sword. It takes two conflicting parties to wage war, the protagonist and the antagonist. So what? The good guy wins in the end. If you go back in the story, you'll probably be amazed to find the good guy and the bad guy on the same page.